technical reporter for LEEA, and I'm here with Ella Cheetham, who is the Managing Director for Europa Engineering. Ella, you are one of the youngest members of LEEA. What made you decide to join the association?
As the Europa Engineering group, I look after the lifting and fabrication side, which is lifting gear products, Plum Alti and Europa Engineering. And lifting gear was established in about 1952, I believe. And for as long as anyone can ever tell me, we've been members of LEEA and been active within LEEA. So it was really a baton that I sort of picked up and ran with. And over time, I've got more and more involved in it. And I think as I've got closer to LEEA as an organisation, I've really started to understand the benefits of that, not just for like my business, but my customers, and then obviously my employees as well. And it's sort of a bit like a domino effect, the more that you get to learn about it and the more involved you get with LEEA, sort of the benefits start to follow in behind it, and it really goes from there. And so, as much as I didn't choose to be a member of LEEA, because we were a member of LEEA to begin with when I joined the business, I have chosen to get more and more involved with LEEA and to bring our business more and more into it. Things like making sure that all our staff go through the LEEA courses from foundation up, along with being actively involved in LiftX and being present at the exhibitions. Another great aspect of LEEA is the technical support as well, and that's really benefited and strengthened our proposition into market by having that as sort of a wild card in our back pocket around certain scenarios and certain inquiries.
And not forgetting, you won the CEO award at the LEEA Awards in 2019. That's a fantastic achievement. What feedback did you get?
It was a huge surprise for me, and it was one of them standout moments where I've always sort of felt quite oppressed because of my sex and my age, and felt like that the sort of taken seriously status quo. I felt like I had a stigma attached to me, and for the first time I did feel capable, and I felt like that was respected outside the sort of boundaries of the business that I operate in, or say the customers that I deal with. I felt like finally that I'd been respected outside of that. So it was a massive achievement, and it really helped me improve my profile wider than sort of the circle that I operate in. And I think it accelerated lifting gear's profile once again. Lifting gear used to be a huge player in the UK market, and over time it shrunk and shrunk and shrunk, and I felt finally we were sort of like awakening that giant again. And it was as much about me as it was about the business. I wouldn't have been able to step forward and take that award without lifting gear products existing and its heritage and history that sat behind it. So it felt like a joint effort between me and lifting gear, the business. And it did so much for me. And I think as well, it showed as well that, LEEA is there and it is recognising, women's achievements as well. And there's a very equal playing field for us all to operate on. And yeah, it was a huge surprise. And I'm really, really grateful for that and what it did for me in the business.
And what kind of advice would you give to the next generation wanting to join this industry?
I think that a lot of people look at our industry in lifting and they think it's all about selling a hook or inspecting some chain. And it is so much more than that. Lifting as an industry and as businesses within that, we do need marketing people, we do need purchasing managers, we need ops directors, we need a myriad of skill sets to make the businesses thrive. And I just think that there's this misconception that it is just lifting inspection, selling equipment. It's so much more than that. It's a great opportunity because it is an industry with, I'd say, a larger percentage of older people, and it is an industry with a larger percentage of males, which I think because of the demographics of that, it gives younger people, women, a greater opportunity to stand out and influence. So yeah, my advice really would be that it's a great industry to come into because there is just so much opportunity, and it requires so many different skill sets as well, and it requires you to be a million things at once, which I think is great for personal development and business development.
And when we talk about those skill sets, what do the next generation have?
The next generation, they have more technological sort of awareness in terms of digital and what that can do. For example, I know over the past sort of 10 years that there's been a big thing around, RFID chips and pieces of equipment, scanning that and what that, and, streamlining processes. So I think this next generation, it's about merging sort of the digital age with lifting, and I think with that so many amazing things can happen. I know, for example, there's like 3D CAD design now, which we do, modeling. You can do virtual load testing. We can improve the products that we bring into market, and we can improve our services, things like, I think younger people are more aware around why it's important that you can, for example, track your delivery and know where it's been delivered to on site. And I think all these things are going to improve the way that we sell lifting equipment, we inspect lifting equipment, we design lifting equipment, the way we get it to site, the way we install it. And I think all of this is going to start coming through, and there's going to be so many amazing new products coming onto the market, new pieces of software that are going to really enhance what we do. And I think that's what the next sort of generation are going to bring into this. And it's them, I think as well, it's the new ideas that come with that, because you've got to think outside of the box to make these things happen, and you've got to implement and execute. And I think that's what they're going to bring, is it's going to be that tenacity to want to sort of shake things up. And so I think they're going to bring that.
What's next for Europa Engineering? Any big projects on the horizon?
We're spending a lot of time investing into new technologies to improve the way that we manufacture products on our shop floor. We're investing in top of the range welding sets. We're looking at cobot welders. We're looking at new systems, ERP systems. And so a lot of it is internal development rather than external development. The other thing that we're doing a lot of this year is we're going to make sure that we're really present at UK and European exhibitions. We're going to be more proactive in market. And we're also, as well, over 10% of our workforce are apprentices, which we're really proud to say. Out of the 100 people we employ across group, I run an academies programme with R&N Group, which is Rotherham College, Dearne Valley College and Worksop College. And what we were looking to do is develop soft skills for younger people, so that when they do come into employment, it's not just about being a capable welder. It is about, making sure you turn up on time, self-presentation, things like that. And so we're having a huge push around bringing younger people into the business and giving, we always say, if you're capable, you're old enough. So we're having a huge push on promoting from within. And so a lot of the stuff we are doing is internal, but it'll mean that externally we have a more solid sort of proposition into market, and it strengthens what we can do. And so that's really what's going on here.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.